A new front is opening in the trade war between the United States and China. President Donald Trump has threatened to halt all business with China on cooking oil, calling Beijing's refusal to buy American soybeans an economically hostile act. This move, announced on the president's Truth Social platform, is presented as a retribution for Chinese effectively freezing its purchase of US soybeans, a trade once worth nearly $12.8 billion annually. The decision risks further escalating trade tensions and could have direct consequences for consumers and global food markets. To understand this conflict, we need to look at the core problem: the collapse of a major trade relationship. For years, China was top buyer of US soybeans. However, the trade has completely ceased since May, a direct result of ongoing trade war and retaliatory tariffs China imposed. These tariffs have made American soybeans about 20% more expensive than soybeans from competitors like Brazil, leading Chinese importers to shift their business to South America. The US soybean farming industry, which once depended on Chinese market, is now facing significant pressure. The proposed US retaliation targets a different product: used cooking oil. The threat to terminate this trade is significant because the US is a major consumer, accounting for 43% of China's total used cooking oil exports. This material is not for direct consumption. It is a key ingredient used to produce renewable biofuels. However, analysts warn that a US ban on Chinese cooking oil could disrupt the biofuels industry and have a ripple effect across the entire vegetable oil market. It could depress soybean oil prices, which in turn reduces the price competitiveness of other oils like crude palm oil. This cooking oil dispute is not an isolated incident. It is a part of a broader escalation in trade tensions. Just last week, the US Transportation Department proposed a separate rule to ban Chinese airlines from flying over Russia on their routes to and from the United States. The US argues this is necessary because Russian airspace is close to American carriers, giving Chinese airlines a significant advantage in flight time and fuel costs. Major Chinese airlines oppose the plan, warning it would increase flight times by 2 to 3 hours, rise airfares, and disrupt travel. The future outlook remains highly uncertain. The American Soybean Association has openly urged the US government to secure a deal with China, stressing that farmers cannot survive a prolonged trade dispute with their largest customer. Meanwhile, China has indicated it is also willing to talk, but it is also prepared to fight back, with the Commerce Ministry spokesperson stating, "If forced to fight, China will fight to the end, and for talks the door is open." The situation is volatile, with President Trump having also recently threatened to impose additional 100% tariffs on all Chinese imports starting November 1st. In summary, the US threat to ban Chinese cooking oil imports is a direct retaliation in trade war that has now engulfed products from soybeans to the air travel. The core issue remains a broken agricultural trade relationship with the American farmers caught in the middle. As both nations weigh their next moves, the stability of global trade and key supply chains hangs in the balance.